All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
We've got an electric crowd here at Toronto's Air Canada Centre. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. You can feel the energy here in Air Canada Centre. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Paul George. Ellis is out there with Hill. Then there's Allen. And it's Hill in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Ellis. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a five-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
Here's Lowry. NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Freak.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
His biggest concern seemed to be how to contain Monte Ellis on the offensive end. He said, quote, no matter where he is on the floor, he is a threat to score because he can get into the lane whenever he wants. We'll just have to try and get the ball out of his hands on the offensive end. We'll see if they can do just that.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. but boy, that was a nice job.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And it's the Pacers with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. Back to George. 5 to shoot. Here's Hill. No luck. Nice D from Valanciunas.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Lowry. It's deflected. Here's Freak. He has 5. It's stolen by DeRozan. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Hill kicks to Freak. George against Carroll. George dishes to Freak. Clock at 4. Pulls it up. Indiana again missing. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Now here is Lowry. Defense right on him. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Drops in the tray. DeRozan's got 5. Well, the Raptors show they can be a force in offense once again. That was very clearly a strength of the team last year, Greg.
Yeah, and Toronto has a lot of guys that can hurt you in a variety of ways. They can score in the half court, but are really explosive enough to get out and run if teams want to push the tempo.
Johnson, he's checked in for Luis Scola. Indiana also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Ellis. Lowry has the open look, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
You know, guys, another factor that made the Raptors so good on offense last year was their free throw shooting. I mean, they were second in the league and first in the East as they made over 78% of their foul shots.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Some changes for Toronto. Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. And a change for the Pacers. Turner's checked in.
And there is a measurement in the NBA called true shooting percentage. It takes into account the values of 2s, 3s, and how you get to the line. That free throw percentage of the Raptors had them as the 6th best offense in terms of true shooting last season.
Here's DeRozan following the basket by Rodney Stuckey. They double him with Freak. Back to DeRozan. No one near him. And it's Freak with the rebound.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Kept alive. Mahinmi banked in off the glass. And now a 3-point Indiana lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 5. Ross kicks to DeRozan. Will it go? So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Now here's Freak. He has 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shot's good by Turner.
Yes, Freak.
Raptors trail by 4. Joseph with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Patterson, the screen. And again, Toronto no luck. Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Freak with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Mahinmi passes to Freak. They set the screen. Shot off the screen. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Mahinmi's got his second basket of the night.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now, here's DeRozan. He has 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Pacers in 5th.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Everyone knows about the Paul George injury from last year and how it affected the Pacers. He said almost the entire season, and there was no doubt they missed him.
Yeah, and when George came back, Kevin, the Pacers got hot, but they had to put him on a minutes limit. And it wasn't just George, though. The team as a whole had a lot of injuries during the course of the season.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Ross for 3. No good. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
And, you know, as you said, the Pacers did have problems with injuries. The team roster missed 219 games due to injury. So compare that to the 69 games missed by the Pacers in 2014. Big difference.
Now Joseph following the three-point attempt by Freak. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Joseph. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. And really, guys, the most telling part of the Pacers' injury troubles was this. Had to use 15 different starting lineups over the course of the season. Just hard to stay consistent and competitive when you are always replacing an injured player in the lineup.
And Toronto making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in, and both free throws good from Freak.
And the Pacers just missed out on the playoffs last year and would have to settle for 9th in the East. Hard for a team that has been so dominant in the East over recent seasons.
Now here's Joseph. Valanciunas dishes to Joseph. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. So Toronto will go for a different look here.